Hey. Hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning, or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to Sussex Saturday, everyone. I am VS Speaks Royally, Mrs. VS still to some, VS to some, bitch to others. Anyway, hello, all the channel members. Hello to you all. I will get lost in my comments if so I'm giving a blanket hello to everyone. Love you all for being here. Let me just see what Annie's got her thing going on over here. As long as I see them, then I'm able to undo the doing of the hiding situation. I was beginning to wonder if you've been hitting the bar a little there. Anyway, okay. I do hope everybody is well. There's a lot to cover, so I hope you like the thumbnail because that is what it reminded me of. Winter is coming. If I could play the Game of Thrones music, I would. That would have been what I started with today. January 10th, 2023. Woo! Gonna be the day. Listen, we're gonna get into all of all that there is of the number one bestseller that hasn't even hit the market yet. Okay. And I've bought two, one for myself and one that I will be doing a giveaway for. Ooh, yes. Might even leave that up for channel members that I gift one of them. But I'm sure most people are going to wind up getting their own. So get it in it. Yeah. Let me just get into it. So let me just check the last few comments. Anna, I don't know if you responded. Somebody did ask you how your brother was, and I was looking for that. But hey, no, I just happened to see a comment from you. All right. Yeah, I don't know about, well, scary movies are scary movies that are scary movies that are scary movies. Some have a little bit more level to them where they mess with your head, and then others are like, really, this is what you think is scary? But everybody has their, Halloween's just around the corner. Don't you wish Harry had just dropped this book and it just, boom, it hit the market? That really would have sent people in a tizzy. Marshar, how are you? I see you up there. Yes, Shutter Island is shaking badly, and I'm loving it. If we hear of any seismic, activity, earthquakes, yeah, we'll know why. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny, the reaction to this. So, hey, sister, how are you? All right. Let me get on over here to the lovely. We have so much. Firstly, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Yes, my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan, each of us can change our communities, all of us can change the world. And actually on their site, their picture is right next to that. Thank you. I guess if you're not in Squad and you've lived under a rock, you haven't seen some of the latest. This is the latest picture released by the lovely photographer. And we thank you so very much. Of Meghan, and it's being used in promo for her upcoming event in November. Yes, we're going to get to that. So, Archetypes, hopefully you have listened to it. This week, episode 7, Upending the Angry Black Woman Myth with Issa Rae and Z-Way. So, I did catch a little clip of Issa on a runway, and someone did ask her question. So again, fair use. I will be stopping it in here and there to give a little commentary to, but I want to play that so you can hear, because I've been stalking their social medias for pictures, because generally the guests will post a picture with Meghan, etc. So I want to at least do Issa first. So here we go. Let me put her little picture up and let me hit play.
So you're going to be on an upcoming episode of Meghan Markle's podcast.
Is that confirmed?
She's confirmed, yeah.
Did you love how she started to answer? And as a good someone that knows how things work, she quickly was like, has that been confirmed? But it was funny how she called herself before she answered that question.
Okay, yeah, I sure am. Okay, yeah, that I am, and I'm excited.
Can you tell me a little bit about how she reached out to you, how it all came together?
Yeah, we've been, talking about doing it for a while. It was just a matter of making schedules up.
Hello to all the haters who think she's paying for all of this stuff, and that people, I guess, are kind of taking pity on Meghan and doing this podcast. No. There's been conversations in the works for a long time. I'm just saying. We're seeing the fruits.
Talking to an old friend. She's just so open and personal. And I just love what she's doing with the podcast. And I get to talk about things that I haven't really got a chance to talk about on other interview platforms. So it was fun.
Okay. So her words, Issa's words about her time with Meghan, how it all came about, and I love that. Given that there's so much has been made and so much controversy that didn't need to be there. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit of that interview. Yeah. And then, of course, like I said, I was stalking social medias, and Z-Way did tweet out. Let me put a disclaimer. This is before the purchase by EM took place. So I just want to say that. Yeah. Anyway, when she had tweeted out, what archetypes do you think Meghan Markle and I represent? And some of the comments you could tell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it was cool just to see the picture and evidence that, yes, Meghan has met these individuals. And so also staying on the topic, okay, you may hear Kuja. She's moving around. So Howie Mandel, which I mentioned last week when we were talking about the archetypes, that Howie's always said that she was very sweet and personable, and she stayed to herself. Of course, Deal or No Deal's mentioned, and he has to come right back. And basically, he's like us. I don't understand the big hoopla over what she said. So here's some comments. No, I did not read the article. Thank you to the squaddies that post screenshots so I can snag them too. I've never really heard anybody complain, and I think Meghan is complaining, the Gremlins voice actor said. I think Meghan just said she wanted to do more. It wasn't fulfilling for her. I don't think Meghan is complaining. Let me correct that if I said do. The former Howie Mandel show host added, so I don't know why there is a big hoopla, except I have to say that me standing there with 26 women staring at me made me feel like a bimbo. I love his personality. I love how he, yeah, how he just basically was like, what is the problem? So I don't think Meghan is complaining. He was the host of the show, Deal or No Deal. I still don't understand how the haters are still trying to belittle Meghan. There was one that was commenting back and forth, and I finally just said, welcome to the ethers. I sent them to the block party. I just couldn't be bothered because I'm not going to go around and around and have people trying to control what is stated on here. So it's weird. Anyway, let me attempt to jump in the comments. I see there's just about 50. And, ooh, oh, all right. Let me. Information Man Show, thank you so very much for the love there. I appreciate it. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Ooh. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Let me see. Any other comments before I jump back into what I'm covering here? Oh, y'all wait to trash time. Y'all gonna love it. Marsha, I'm glad Harry's book is dropping in January. Maybe what Nostradamus says will come true. 2023 is a year of change. Ooh, I'm sorry if that made a loud noise. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea, Marsha. I'm not fooling with you right now. All right. Going back into my comment, let me see. No, they must learn to accept that the fact that they hate Meghan does not mean that we hate Meghan. Whew, Annie, we see you. Well, at least I do. We see you, Annie. Come into the light. Oh my goodness. Hello to everyone who has joined while I was talking away in the first part of on the archetypes. I really appreciate you being here. Marshall Joan, no, but duty may compel him to do so. He's He has not become an American citizen and renounced his birthright. Anything is possible now. Imagine King Harry and Queen Meghan. The haters would die. Ooh. We would be celebrating, not because of why it happened, but I'm just saying. Okay, let me move on from that. Let me see. Anna. Via speaks, let the haters blow it out of their beep. There is nothing that will stop Harry and Meghan. They will continue to rise. Yes, that is so true. That is so, so true. Dolores, Fox News went off on Harry's book and Harry last night. We all know who owns Fox News. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And some of the tabloids over there, but all of them rub elbows together. I'm just, well, I see this one as I'm in the comments. Lorna, thank you so very much. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. And hi to my sis Hilda. I see your IG message that you're in the background. I appreciate it. Get your rest, sis. I know you have been feeling under the weather, and I appreciate it. I was looking for the spams, and I probably missed it if I scrolled right through a lot of the comments. But I appreciate. And just to acknowledge, because I don't want you to worry that I didn't see your message. All right, here we go. Let me come up, uncheck that, come back over, and let's get back into some content. So where did I leave off? Okay. I did mention this, and I mentioned it during the week. On November 29th, the Duchess of Sussex will host The Power of Women, an evening with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, at the Indianapolis Marriott Hotel. For the squaddies that are in the area or can get there, please. And then, I think they had tables of 10. If we have to pitch in to help you get a table of 10, and then even if you're there with whomever, yes. Because if you can get a chance to be in the room with her, you might be able to meet her. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? That might be the push to, if I could get there, I would, but I can't, so I'm not. We're going to just kind of move on. But yeah, that's going to be exciting to see. So all of us make sure that we write in our calendars, diaries, whatever you like to call it. Make your little reminders, November 29th. Yes, we have to be sure that we're following that content. Hold on one second. Okay. So we saw, I believe I covered this with Vanity Fair when it was acknowledged that Meghan is 43% Nigerian. And there was a Spotify spokesperson. Archwell Foundation is also making a donation to Save the Children and UNICEF Nigeria to support communities in Nigeria affected by flooding that had occurred over there. And I did see Save the Children acknowledge that over 1.5 million children are at risk after the flooding in Nigeria. We're grateful to the Archwell Foundation, co-founded by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, for donating to help us deliver life-saving supplies to affected families. And there's a link. I will have to go out to their Twitter to get the link because I didn't think of that, and put it in the description if you care to give, and etc. So I just wanted to highlight that when word that they're going to be, they do. They're not just puffing it up for PR. So I wanted to just highlight this. Better Up, for those who may not be aware, is where Prince Harry works. He does have a full-time job. And I wanted to just say, this is some amazing feats and accomplishments. So they've reached 2 million member sessions. 2 million member sessions. These are 2 million breakthrough moments that members and Better Up coaches created together. Human transformation doesn't happen overnight, and we are in awe of our coaches for everything they've put in to hit this milestone. Amazing. Amazing. So kudos. We know that, Harry is a senior coach over there. So, mhm. All right. That's my drum roll. The news that broke the internet and is still breaking the internet. I saw this. Prince Harry's eagerly awaited memoir, Spare, to come out January 10th. This, I don't care what the haters say. So some are like, and you'll see a certain one with the initials PM has been tweeting up a storm about it, mocking, oh, this is just like Agassiz, or just like this one and that. There have been dozens of books that the subject writing their own book has been on the cover with just their face, their name, and the title. Why does it always have to be something extra when it comes down to Harry or Meghan? If they're losing their minds over Spare, which he has been called from the time that he was in his mother's womb, because when her pregnancy was announced, everybody was celebrating, oh, a Spare is coming. Of course, not knowing the gender, but still they were considering the unborn the Spare. Okay. So him using this title is cracking me up because it has turned folks upside down. They really have lost their minds. I see the tweets, people baiting, trying to get Squad, and some have taken the bite. That, oh, I don't know if I want to buy this book. And then you put the cover up on your, in the tweet. Don't play around. You're going to buy the book just like the rest of us. As I said, I bought two, one for me and one that I will be giving away to a lucky winner. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. I can't wait. Yes. So those that have pre-ordered, yes, it's bestseller already. He's going to hit records that many will just be gobsmacked by. Yes, because, the last few books that came out, mm-hmm. I think his initials are TB that wrote that book. Can't even say. I know that AL is running around trying to, I'm the biographer. You're the unauthorized biographer. You're the authorized biographer of the QC, Queen Consort. That speaks volumes in itself because you're running around all the stuff that you've been saying, and she is giving the okay for you to write her book. What you going to say? What's it going to be? Mistress? Is that the title? Mistress now wife or what? Or Mistress to Queen Consort. I'm guessing those are the titles. Okay. I didn't jump to trash time and it's not there yet. Let me go on, get through Spare. Okay. All the good stuff. And then we'll get into it. All right. I need to behave myself. So Random House, these are all the, their PR that they are putting out, as would any publisher, excuse you. Penguin also has there, and they were offering a little discount, I believe. I think it was Barnes and Nobles but yeah, all of them are letting you know that they are going to have it available. Mm-hmm. I'm just loving this. So, it was Barnes and Noble that was offering a discount. I got mine on Amazon. I'm not playing around with anybody else. I just wanted to, besides, when I buy something, purchase something via smile.amazon.com, Archwell is getting the benefit of that, a little percentage. So now there's much to do over, and I must have taken it out of here. I did. So down here in the bottom part of it, it gives a breakdown because many are making to do about how much he's being paid and blah, blah, blah. And I did see that there's like a 3-book deal with a very high 8-figure amount to it. Kudos to Harry. He deserves it. He's out here on his own. We do remember For those in the royal family, if you're listening, ha. To the haters that are listening, ha ha ha. We remember seeing him, the spare, with holes in the soles of his shoes, but yet you all are living in these fancy palaces, etc. And he was living in a small cottage because it was very, very small from all accounts and pictures taken, and then gifted a dilapidated piece of property that they had to renovate. It was on the schedule to be renovated, but they added in their little specialties that they wanted in there, not even reported in the media correctly, and they caught hell. So the spare. And if English is not your first language, this is all the languages that it will be: Spanish, French, Romanian, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, German. I can't even read that. What is that? Polish, Finnish, Hungarian, Swedish, Greek. Okay. So it covers the gambit. Get your audio, get the audio on, get the hardcover. We are going to enjoy this book. Maybe we have to do a little book club type situation, and each week, go through chapters and then discuss them on here. Because I understand it's a pretty big book. He had a lot to say over his 38 years. And really 37, because that's when he wrote it. All right. Ooh, I see a whole bunch of comments. All right. Before I jump into Squaddie Corner really quickly, let me check the comments, see if I can find. Let's see. Harry took ownership of the name and the clowns are mad as hell. I know, Tyr. It is the craziest thing. They act like, they act as if they own him. How dare he? But when I saw that, I was like, you go, Harry. You go, Harry. Woo. Yes. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Carmen. I'm just going to say this now. If you pre-order on January 10th, the book arrives. I will be stalking, looking out my window, waiting for it to show up on the doorstep. So now those of you who wait to January 10th to order it, God bless you, because you're going to be waiting a while. Okay. Anna Via speaks. Rolling, they announced his book on CBS. They were saying good stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, we know Gail's there. I wish they would overstep their boundaries. Those who are saying, oh, I'm not going to read it. I'm not. Why do you have to tell anybody? You're giving the PR that just, it's going to be reverse psychology, because we all know that you're going to read it, because you're going to have to come out and try to say something hateful. Pick 5 words out of the book and be like, this is what he said. Oh my gosh. I'm sure Harry's all prepared for that. But it is what it is. Diane, what about my face staring back at you triggers you, says Harry to Pigs, without actually speaking to him. Oh, to Pegs, are you saying? Yeah. The other brother, huh? So 3 words, and Harry just came down with 1. But brilliant. And you'll see how many, when I get to Trash Time, how many books have been written about him. And the latter part, there's books about Meghan. So, and people are upset. Mm-hmm. Churchinelli, love you. I'm skipping down through a lot of the comments, so please, please, please. I'm down for a book class. B, I'm going to have to take it down in 2 days. What's going on, C-Mac? Oh, I'm going to have it done in 2 days. Okay, I get you. Y'all are typing so fast. I'm like, what? Okay. I get you. Many of us probably will, but okay. Maybe some of the content creators that are out there in the clouds that are Sussex positive and they know who they are. Maybe we all can get together and have a little panel type thing, and then, each of our individual channels, because, we're all going to be discussing it. Yes, we are. Whew. I'm truly hoping that Tina and Michelle. Tina's still on her 43% Nigerian cloud, so she was letting folks have it the other day. It was hilarious on Twitter. And yeah, I'll get to that in trash time because that's where it deserves to be. Cookies and cream, my manager. Why are these racist fools so concerned about Prince Harry's finances? What's he getting paid for? The book is his business. The Unroyals need to accept that they are no longer have any control over Harry. Right. Remember that 50%? 50% in, 50% out. And they would have had some control over all that they were involved with, and it would have been leaking all over the place, blah, 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 right? Bravo, because they have no say. Bravo, because they have no say. Bravo, because they have no say. And there's no leaks from Montecito. Okay. Just go with me, everybody. Yes, I'm in a good mood, but Mm-hmm. Elaine, Mrs. VS, speaks royally. She got all of it in there. I will be sat on the doorstep, okay, on January 10th. That's what I'm saying. We're all going to be sitting there. Hopefully it's not too cold, but we all will be looking out our blinds, windows, drapes pulled back, sitting on the doors, sitting on our front porches. Get a rocking chair, sitting in the rocking chair, just waiting for the person from wherever we might have ordered. So, FedEx, Amazon, or UPS to deliver the book. But it's coming. It's coming. Winter's coming. Okay. Oh, my. Okay. Connie, how are you? I have to learn something, a greeting in, so I can talk to you a little bit, but you know better than that, right? Mm-hmm. All right, let me get to so I can click this for you. Thank you, Connie. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so much. All right, hopefully I have not missed anyone else, but I know Church Nelly. I feel like she's like the church secretary, because this is like service sometimes. Some of y'all might not feel that way, but the rest, at least I do. All right, she'll let me know if I missed anyone else. Cookies and cream. Sir Peg-a-Lot needs Harry as a distraction so he can finish his pegging in peace. That's why he stays incandescent. He probably hasn't had a good pegging lately. That's his own problem. He should move his pegging partner in. No, but who's going to pay attention to that? Say it's your private secretary. Get it private? Okay. Woo! Yeah, I need to behave. Let me see what Sonia, if they had any say, Harry would not have been able to write the book. Exactly. We do realize it will be 3 years. January of the announcement, and April is 3 years that they got out of, as many call it, Shutter Island. Did he have any book that he wrote while his first 30 plus years? No. So yeah, they would have silenced him. Elaine, you spoil me. I appreciate you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on. Let me take. Did I miss anything? Okay. Sometimes I see a lot of comments and then I start getting nervous. Something's happened. So, what I do? Who, me? Joan and those jerks predicted Harry and Meghan would be paupers. They should. We're not even going to tell them, The more that they keep pushing that smear and hate, it's transmuted into positivity, and they thrive. Harry and Meghan are thriving. So thank you, haters. Appreciate it. I see there's what 290. Wow, yipes! I mean, that's a lot for me. And I appreciate you all. Please hit the thumbs up if you have not already. Hit the thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. I don't go looking for them and I don't see them. So, but it's engagement. If you're brave enough, drop down, say hello. Oh, Diane. It's a trash time. Yeah. I'm getting there. Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Okay, that means I need to. Okay, so I'm hitting Squaddie Corner. And now I saw this, thought it was funny, wanted to share with you all, just from the standpoint of what the tweet says, although I do agree with them. The Salam Project UK. So the Salam Project, I had to look at their, just their Twitter page just to see what was going on. Been around since 2010 on Twitter, and there's a link to them, the salamproject.org.uk, if you want to check them out. But they were very, I loved it. Now that Prince Charles is now king, as youth work practitioners, we feel that Prince Harry and Princess Meghan need to be the new heads of the Prince's Trust. Woo, the comments that were under here, you already get the idea. Some positive, but then most were like, oh no, that means they would have to come back and blah, blah, blah. So it's a beautiful gesture and a mindset. And you see that when they were over the Commonwealth, it was the youth that they were over. Obviously, as youth work practitioners, they see the benefits and impact that Harry and Meghan had while they were over the Commonwealth youth. And they would love to see the Prince's Trust blossom even more. Although we know it will never happen. So just going to move right along. All right. Also got word. Thank you to Royal Suitor on Twitter, Squaddie. Archetypes is nominated for the People's Choice Award for Best Pop Podcast of 2022. It is fantastic news for Meghan and Archetypes, team, their first season. That is not even over yet. Let's just make sure we are aware of that. They're still in the midst of their first season, okay? But the link to vote is in the description. You can even, if you are on the Bird app Twitter, if you go to People's Choice, the Pop Podcast Twitter, you can retweet, and that is a vote too. So retweeting, and there's certain wording that they want, or certain hashtags that they want, and then that's counted as a vote. I happen to go out to the website, which there it is. Archetypes is listed for those who claim that, yeah. It's funny because the haters are still saying, oh, they're paying for all this. You're saying they're broke, but then you're saying they're paying for. How are they worth? Okay. And one person that I did send to the block party this week went into the whole, they incorporated in Delaware. Every smart person that's going to have a large corporation or a charity, a 503c, would be very, very smart to incorporate in Delaware. I'm not sure what is wrong with people, but then they show either you don't know or you're not familiar with the U.S., one of the two. So once you vote and you can, yeah. I took mine because you'll see there's a bar when you click on vote underneath Archetypes, and it says 25. I just took and swiped all the way across, and there's only 8 in the category, but give them the full vote, people. Give them the full vote. Okay, that's what you do. All right, so I'm going to just alert, everybody. Alert. Oh, let me check comments first. Excuse me. Hey, Kevin, Tuber Chat. Word up to you. Let me check. I don't know why you're clutching your fake pearls, but okay. I'm going to have to somebody fill me in later because it's something I missed and it must have been good. All right, let me come up here. Oop, in the wrong section really quickly. I just want to, because winter is coming. I want y'all to see that. All right. And now I'm just going to go down here. Trash time, trash time, trash time, trash time, trash time, trash time. So it is that favorite time that all of you have been waiting for. And really, that's why you come to Sussex Saturday. I appreciate y'all. So, as we heard on Tuesday in Archetypes, Meghan revealed that she, from her DNA test, is 43% Nigerian. Folks went crazy in a good way, and then you had the ones that decided to blackfish, and that is something that is occurring on Twitter and probably other social medias, and that is when someone who is not Black has a Black profile pic or tries to talk like they are, but we know better than that. Now, I want you to look closely. I'll give you the hint up front. Look closely at the wording of the two tweets that I will show you, and then you'll understand blackfishing. Tweet 1. Meghan says she is 43% Nigerian in her best impersonation of a Black woman to date. She was planning on saying she was South African, but since they Voteski, I guess Meghan, but since they Voteski Meghan and dragged her like a rotten fish for a whole weekend, she is Nigerian now. So that's the tweet 1. They have a picture of Harry in headdress. Here's tweet 2. Meghan says she is 43% Nigerian in her best impersonation of a Black woman to date. She was planning on saying she was South African, but since they Voteski Meghan and dragged her like a rotten fish for a whole weekend, she is Nigerian now. You want to see tweet number 1? You want to see the second tweet again? It's a real thing. Blackfishing is a real thing. These two folks, the bots or whoever, same wording. Let me see. Even almost the same. Yeah, it's the same emojis and everything. So probably the same person using, 2 different burner accounts and just didn't have the imagination to type something different. Also didn't think anyone would pick up on it. Thank you to the squaddie that did, and alerted everybody to the blackfishing that's still going on. Okay. I'm going to jump to comments after the fact because So this is very appropriate as to the way the reaction is going to Spare that comes out January 10th. I saw this and snagged it. So there's a traffic jam for those that are just listening to this. And it says, "Stop Harry's book." That's a banner that's on here. And then you see a traffic jam. And then the police says to somebody, "Members of the royal family have super glued themselves to the road." Oh, the things on the Bird app and the people come up with. Thank you to who created this. Okay, just thank you. Because it did give me some laughter. Let me just pop over quickly and see what the comments are saying really quickly. Okay. I believe, yes, I agree with you. They need an exorcist on Church Nelly. I saw that comment. Okay. So now we get to all that feedback on this. Well, not all of it. Some of it on the Spare. And this person, RJ, who is, I believe, the spokesperson for the King, King C3, when it comes down to, the Rhoda. And he, I don't believe I got the date on here, but it just says Prince Harry's tell-all memoir will never see the light of day, because if it is published, there will be no way back for him into royal life, claims former Tattler and Vanity editor RJ. I'll just say RJ, who was writing for the Daily Mail. But his book won't see the light of day. Despair, January 10th, everybody. Okay. And he had, well, maybe it's TB. That must be who is the former, because he has a picture of her in the tweet. How did your book do, Tina B? How did your book do? Did you sell millions of copies? No. Did you make the New York Times bestseller list? No. Please try again. All right, so now this other one that I mentioned, whose initials are PM, I'm going to show you 4 different tweets that someone else was like, what's wrong with him? Someone needs to check on him. So here's tweet number 1, confirm Prince Harry will hurl his latest torrent of malevolent money-making muck at the royal family. Why is it that everyone else can release a book and it's not money-making muck? And it's about the royal family and each member, from 6 up. And they just seem to have this problem. Now, just to ruin his father's coronation. Oh, please. Isn't that in May or June or July or one of the months? Who cares when it is? All right. Now, here he comes again. Do you care about massive global damage this book will cause to our new king? If a book by his second son is going to cause damage, then that king doesn't need to become king or needs to abdicate. Because the ish that we already know about him, the transcript of that telephone call with his now wife when he said he wanted to be a sanitary product. And that is, I'm just saying, most of us that are of a certain age remember that. Okay. But, here he is still going on and on, playing the victim. No one has seen the inner parts of the book. He's just making things up. I'm hoping that they're not even mentioned, the royal family, tell you the truth. I really do. I hope that they're not mentioned, or when mentioned, that it's in passing. But it's Harry's story, his life, and he has a right to tell it. Everyone else wants to make money on him. But Harry, who, if he didn't indicate that he was donating proceeds here, there, and everywhere, people would have so much to say. But, he does have a family to take care of, although he does have a 9-to-5. So, yeah. This was hilarious because as if Agassi was the only one to have a cover of a book with his face. He was the first, from my understanding, and just the one word. It was his autobiography, yes. Harry didn't even need to put that. He just said, Prince Harry, spare. But PM is, he's losing his mind, what's left of it, for all the years that he's ranted and raved over Meghan. So, in speaking of all the books that have been written, this is just an inkling. Someone put together all these different screenshots. Thank you. It's glorious to be able to just save. I give credit to those who create their art. All these books. But his one book, oh my Lord, the world is coming to an end. So many books. So many books. So many books. Now, get ready, because y'all are really going to be crying. They're going to cry if the royal family's not mentioned. They're going to cry if it is. Harry did say it was fact-checked. Lawyers have looked at it. He's not worried about y'all. He really is not worried about the haters. Okay. Just a few more tidbits, and then I'll be done with trash time. And then we can chat it up for the remainder, which is probably a good, 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding. So I happened to see this. King Charles won't progress with plans for slimmed down monarchy and will keep number of working royals, that is an oxymoron, at 11. What 11 people are working? Okay. Kate and William may have to increase workload. We've heard that since the time that Meghan joined. Mm-hmm. Despite Princess of Wales wanting to spend more time with her children. Hold up, wait a minute. I saw this and I immediately responded, which you will see shortly. But her children are in school. And she wants to spend more time with her children. She's had their younger years to do that with the nannies and etc. that she hired to take care of them, which is part of my little response. Wait, she is waiting to spend time with her children. Make that make sense. Who is keeping her from her children? She doesn't see them every single day. The nannies don't allow her to sit with them, bath time, high tea. And they tell on themselves. They really do. That little blurb is really telling. She wants to spend more time with her children. Well, why haven't you been spending time with them? I thought their formative years were so vital, and that you, as the expert on maternal, how everything should be, that you would have been spending the time with them. Tell the nannies, I'll take them from 5 to 6. But at least you spend time with them. I mean, goodness, all the photo parades that you do, you're spending time with them, aren't you? Or are they showing up separately? I mean, what is the deal? That was my first thing. What do you mean she's not spending time with them? Yeah, that's very telling. What's really going on behind those golden gates? What's really going on that y'all telling yourselves and don't realize it? Okay. My last little trash time item, and then I'll jump into the comments. So this official, which I know it's hard to see, this official royal communication was dropped on Friday the 28th. King C3 is taking on the role of Captain General of the Royal Marines. And I'll just let that soak in a little bit. So for Squaddies, we understand that was the title that Harry had. His grandfather had before that. So remember what I'm saying. Harry and then his grandfather. So King C's father and his second son held those titles. Thank you to the Squaddie that, this was blown up. So quite a feat, this person, Peter Hunt, quite a feat to airbrush out your father and son. Prince Philip and Prince Harry were the previous incumbents and merit no mention. So down here, he says, widely acknowledged as one of the world's elite fighting forces, the Royal Marine Commandos, blah, 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 blah. But there's a paragraph, the appointment of the ceremonial head of the Royal Marines has historically been held by the monarch. And then he says I think it's his great-grandfather. Let me look because I know that I have it here. I believe I brought it over. If not, I'll definitely read it to you. It was one that I thought I had snagged, but I must not have, and then I didn't. And I was over here deleting stuff. See, this is what happens when you delete stuff. You get caught up, and then you mess yourself up. Let me see. Where is it? If I can, here it is. it doesn't show up on this, so I'll just read it to you because it is in this screenshot from Peter Hunt. So the appointment of the ceremonial head of the Royal Marines has historically been held by the monarch, including the king's grandfather and great-grandfather. Oh, you really had love for your father, didn't you? We already know you don't know what love is, but And we know how you already treat your son, so you don't even mention him. Okay, Charles, because that's what this announcement. Whew, the ceremonial head. That right there tell you all you need to know. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Okay, I said it. Now let me just say this. Oh, if I've offended you with my opinion, you should hear the ones I keep to myself. All right, going back, I'm going to jump in the comments and let's go for it. All righty. Woo! Okay, I can see folks. Marsha Arcade is lazy. The kids are in school. How are you not spending time with them, though? Like before they go to school? I thought you drove them to school. Is that not spending time with them? Or is that just like, I'm going to be on this road at this time, catch a picture of me driving the kids? I mean, what's with that? Black Queen. Kate loves to wait for everything. Ooh, the shade there. Rose. Kate and Lynn were part-time when first married. Kate took a reduced role when she had kids. What are they talking about? She ain't never had a full-time role, a reduced role. Well, she reduced herself right on out. Let me shut up. Take a sip of tea. Okay. Annie facing me like, yes, he is all the time. God is good. Oh, I remember that song from church. Yeah. My God is a good God. You have that one, and then you have, He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Okay, I'm going to stop singing. Annie, do you think, I'll say cosplay, is trying to get pregnant again? Oh, please. She should have did that way back. And why bring another child? Because that's selfish. Why bring another child into that hot mess? Why? Obviously, there's some dynamic. There is a dynamic change. We all can see that shift. But wanting to spend more time with her children, you're going to keep using that as an excuse. Some kids are in school. They're not toddlers. They're not newborns. But she has another one now. Woof. I guess, but she likes to cosplay people. So I guess that would be almost like the age difference between the king and Andrew, right? Okay. Let's see, Diane. Question 5. Kate's list of 5 unanswered questions. Who wants to spend more time with Louis? Louis. Oh no, me gotta go. He gave her the hand. Whatever, lady. He gave her the hand. Patricia, how can Kate work any less than she does now? Why do they use the children as an excuse? Because that has always worked for her. The maternity leave that especially the UK gets is phenomenal. But, I thought the royals didn't really need to take that. That's what was said around the time when Meghan was giving birth. So, yeah. Time will tell, won't it? Time will tell, Victoria. PM would be unemployed a long time ago with Harry and Meghan. Yeah, well, he did walk off the set, which is hilarious. But yeah. Anna Rose, when Kate first got married, she knew QE2 told her she had to step it up. No time to be lazy, and we all know she is lazy. But they allowed him to marry her, so you knew what you were getting. She didn't hold a job. The one that she talked about in their engagement interview, something about the party favors, whatever, and purchasing, but she really wasn't working. Come on. Well, she was working. But that type of work, some say, is illegal. Okay, I'm gonna move on because she had to always be available for the boys, and I'm not talking Harry in that sense. Okay, moving on. Allegedly, but she did. They shared her and her now husband and 2 other people, I believe, shared a flat. One girl with three boys. I'll let that one. But, you know, they were all pals and buddies, and she cooked for them. She cooked for them. Okay, moving on. Diane, C3 is so desperate he can assign himself any role possible, but can't make people love him, care, or respect him behind scenes because he has never shown you get what you give, right? Yeah. He's been unable to. See, Mac, isn't she out of PTO yet? You know, she has an unlimited bucket of PTO for some purchase time off, if you're not aware what that acronym is. So, woo, too funny for words. Let me see. Oh, yeah. They always use that. I saw that one. Okay. But yet, Meghan didn't use that as an excuse and was working behind the scenes. Like, the royal family's definition of work and what really work is vastly two different things. So, regardless of what QE2 once said to her, she did allow her in the family, knowing, you know, she ain't gonna do nothing. She did make her, I mean, and especially that first year, because that was, I think, a jubilee year for the queen, so there were no babies allowed to come into the family at that point. So she had to wait a whole year before she had a child. Of course, tying down Pegaling might have had something to do with that, allegedly, but I'm just saying. Okay. Let me see. Annie, I read somewhere that Cosplay, Mom, is trying to open a business in the U.S. Oh, I hope not. Maybe it's bourbon, or is it vodka? Which one does she prefer, allegedly? Okay, just... Woo! Cho, he is selling his mom's horses now in the initial stage of her passing to preempt any backlash. He's selling his mom's horses. Who's selling the horses? Harry? What are you talking about? I'm lost. I've missed some comments somewhere. See what happens? Annie, yes, she's trying to bring her party favors. We already have Party City. We don't need another whatever. We have Michael's. We have all these other stores. She can keep her party favors right on over there, especially seeing some of the items they tried to sell at one point, even having, you know, I don't think a certain community here that is very vocal here in this country would appreciate that at all. And I'm not saying, and don't nobody put it in the chat. Okay. All right. Black Queen interview. She placed some of her party favorite products in the shopping store in New Jersey. Oh, Lord. Dolores, her party stuff is in ShopRite. Are you serious? She's got it in a grocery store. A grocery store. Oh my gosh. ShopRite. Whew. I would have given her kudos if it was in Walmart at least, but ShopRite? Woo! All right. Moving along. Oh, King C3 is selling off. Oh. You didn't love him after all, huh? Well, you know, he has to fill those coffers. And I'm sure the horses, this is going to be bad if I keep on. Okay, let me marshal. QE2 kids books in the U.S. Fact, a driver friend delivered a load in Indy. Somebody on Shutter Island is getting paid again. We don't leave that alone. And she better pay taxes. Hopefully the UK gets her for money that she's trying to make outside the US. All of them want to come over here all of a sudden, but you had so much and you still have so much shit to say about an American that is a member of the family. Now, when Mums Carol can get her brother, I'll just use a nice term, together, sober, and make him shut up, run into the media and saying such awful things about Meghan. Maybe they should be allowed here, but I think these particular folks need to stay out of the US. You got so much to say, and then you want to act like Americans are dumb with regard to the crown. Come on now. We know it's not all the truth, but there's a whole lot of truth in it. But don't play with us. I'll go somewhere and go sit down somewhere and all that other stuff. All right. Oh, let me go over I have to go over to the YouTube side to see. Let me see. All right. I see Mrs. S's comment. Best months ever. Have no complaints except that certain unknown persons tend to cut podcasts too short when I have just put up my feet with a glass of soda. See what I mean? See what I mean? She comes for me. Y'all don't believe this woman comes for me. And thank you. 1 year as a member. So, celebrate a little bit. And I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try this and see. Let's see. I'm going to try a little something. YouTube determines who gets these, but I'm going to just put it out there and see if it works. I'm not sure. You have to opt in. So, all right. So I'm going to gift 5 people. There we go. Oh, look at that. Glorious. Look at this. That was quick. Awesome. There they go. Welcome to channel membership, y'all. Wow. Okay. See, the last time I did a gifting, it wasn't caught. And then, YouTube returned my cash to me, but I felt some kind of way. But welcome, y'all. I didn't think it was going to work this time. Wow, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. It's pretty cool to see that come up on the screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will welcome you all. It's just for 1 month. Hopefully after that point, you will want to continue on as a channel member, but I do welcome you. Oh, thank you. AR15, aka DL, I'll call you that. Thank you so much. And this is for you. Let me get to the tip. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Well, thank you. Thank you so very much. All right. Let me come over to comments. Woo! Now, again, YouTube makes that determination based on activity, I believe, the interaction with the channel, etc. Maybe within the live stream, I'm not sure, but welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you again, AR15. Let me see. Never late, Rory. I've been put on notice. I'm not allowed to end. Just yet. So, all right. I'm finished with all the little content that I wanted to cover, but any other comments? Anything else going on that I'm not aware of? The horse selling. King C3, selling those horses. They do love to sell property, don't they? Mm-hmm. Let me see. Victoria Fred has sold all 14 horses because he wants only. I can't with y'all comments, so I'm just gonna. You have to sit here and read them before I have to remember. VS, you have to read them before you start. Kay, thank you for your 1 year. Yes. I think I missed your message on the YouTube side because I went to go there and it yeah. So Wow, look at that. All right. That's a good deal. So I welcome all the new members. He's trying to get rid of all traces of Mummy. Well, I mean, he's been on cloud, what, 30 million since that time? And we all know it's true. The man is glowing. Nope, not doing it. Woo. Y'all can read Church Nelly's comment for yourself. I'm not doing it. Choke King KC3 residual anger wants to erase all his mom's memories. He's vindictive. He had to sit for 70 plus years waiting. Well, yeah, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. But you know, he did. I will give him for Prince's Trust. He's done some good. Now, all the other crap that he might be tied to, allegedly, not so much. But whew. Diane, were horses sold or repossessed? I think that might be the best time to end. I can't. Yeah. I can see y'all are really. Thank you, Mrs. S, because she's. Woo. Church, really, my stomach hurts from laughing. I'm laughing at her comment, but I'm not going to read it. But I will say, Diane, that one there, the horse is sold or repossessed. Well, one may never know. Who, Lorna, Victoria F, if he could only be happy with one horse. And there we have it, y'all. Trash time continues. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Oh, Rose, sending love to countdown to Harry's book. Oh, thank you. Whew. Okay. We're going to have a good time till way beyond January 10th. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We sure are. Oh, look, see, Cookies and Cream is already winding down. Everyone continue to pray for the Sussexes and each other. Pray for the world. Yes. Yes, yes. I am not Mrs. S. Bald Mop and Broomstick is rubbing their hands together, waiting to get on that throne. Well, is she gonna see her children? Just, oh, please. Again, for those, I know there's been a lot of comments. I thank you all. It's hard to read each and every one. Y'all know how I used to get lost in the comments. And would be like 30 minutes in, and y'all would be like, oh, you're just catching up? Someone has come and gone. They said hello. They said goodbye. Yeah. Just, Lottie. Have anyone heard from, I showed, you may have to rewind, Lottie, because he was tweeting up a storm about Spare. Prince Harry's memoir that will be released January 10th. You better buy pre-sale. I'm just saying, you all better buy it now, because you wait, you're gonna be in trouble waiting until like probably May before you get it. Woo. Okay. Yes, everyone keep voting for Archetypes on the People Choice Awards. There's several ways to vote via the website, as well as if you go to Twitter and you retweet their tweet and have their hashtags in it, it's going to count as a vote. We need to just, yes, vote. Lincoln's in the description. Black Queen, thank you. Okay, y'all are spoiling me. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Might even be motivated to get another book for a second giveaway. One never knows, does one? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Valerie, the monarch may end with Charles, as it should. As it should. Valerie, pre-sale already sold out. See, this is the thing that I think most in Squad understand, and those that are outside of Squad, but you listen, and I appreciate you listening and supporting, that the moment that we knew the date and it says that this is when this book was coming, I thought 1, 2, 3, as I was letting the channel members know, I was immediately going out onto the website and buying a book. And then I thought, like about 2 hours later, I'm going to get another one for a giveaway. I better do it now. And that's what I did. One was at a discounted rate because I had a gift card, didn't even realize that. And then one I paid full price for, and that will be the one that I give away. So yeah, vote for the podcast. Yes. So if it's sold out already, like even pre-sale, great. The publisher is salivating. Raise your hand, put a 1 if you are hoping and praying that Meghan also writes a memoir. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Yes, it has, Cho. It's already number 1. It's not even released, and it's number 1. The Power of the Spare. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Connie. Enjoy dinner. Enjoy dinner. See, there we go. And there we go. Hey, Sissy Lise, how are you? Thank you. Make a little shout out to you. Tamika, Elaine, yeah. Valerie, well, you might be. I can tell you Australia's looking to become a republic. Kudos to them. Cookies and cream, you put a 2. But I get it. Yep. Okay. So we're all waiting with bated breath that does happen. And I'm sure there are talks. It would be crazy if there weren't already talks with even the publisher of Spare. But she probably will wait a while. Meghan is so gracious. Yes. Okay. And educate. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Raise some hands. Woo! We will lose our collective minds completely. I think we all did. Hearing initially about his book, and excuse if you can hear my father in the background. He's in the living room on the phone. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I am going to be winding down. Sorry, Mrs. S., but I am winding down. And I do love you, Mrs. S. Okay? Don't come for me, please. Please. Joyce, don't forget Betty protected her Spare. No sweaty Andy. She did. That's true. She really did. She because that's her favorite child. Cho, they thought they were the only ones who know how to profit off others, especially Harry and Meghan. Too bad. So sad. The couple will be laughing last. Oh, without a doubt. Okay. Come on now. What y'all doing? You're like, get the other book. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it, but like channel members, as I always say, y'all already give your support. So I appreciate that. Marshar, Harry's book pre-sale sellout shows folks wants to hear his real truth because we know he will tell the truth. It's funny because a talk show, was it The Talk? Someone had it like the live audience, but it was a panel setting. So the people were sitting out and I can't think of the actor's name. Anyway, when he asked the question, how many of you are excited about it? Or the panelists asked, how many of you are excited? It was, the crowd was like, yes, we're going to buy this book. And I'm like, really? You were trying to set it up to be hearing news? Of course, everybody's going to buy it. And many of those talk shows are going to give it away as a gift to their guests. Come on, let's not play. To their studio audience. We know how that goes. We know how that goes. Annie, we definitely waiting on Meghan's book just a whiff. What? Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. And some have even complained about the price. Listen, stop complaining about the price. I say, if the price bothers you, you really weren't interested, or you weren't truly a supporter. So, nothing is free. Oh, maybe those other ones, books, when they put them on for $10 and they still can't get 100,000 sales. Okay. Let me behave myself. Oh, well, thank you. Is it Coolini? I think that's how you say it. I do butcher names, so I apologize if I said it incorrectly. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So after, YouTube gets their, or Google gets their percentage, I'll probably have enough for another book. Y'all are just spoiling me rotten. Okay. The firm will be shaken. Harry is using his own voice to tell a story. Yes. The title that they have always used for him is Spare. Like I said, when he was in the womb, that's what he was considered. Born, that's what he was considered. So him using that as the title, which I know we all were trying to figure out, what is it going to be called? We just knew he was writing a memoir. And then to see it and the cover, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yes, okay. I'm waiting for the interview with Gail. I'm waiting for another interview with Oprah. Who else? I'm waiting for an interview with VS Speaks Royally. I'm speaking that into existence. Crazier things can happen. You never, ever, ever know. Harry, set aside the trash time and the stuff that's said. But, come on in the room. What? Yes, I'm speaking that into existence. Okay. And that would be, I would have to lock down the chat. Wouldn't that be incredible? Let me dream, y'all. Don't bust my bubble. Just let me dream for like a hot second. Okay. Gwendolyn, it was beautiful. Thank you for coming in. Whew. Yeah, that would be so. I would be ready for it. Yes, I would. Cookies and cream, the unroyal and the racist press are being more than relentless in their pursuit to take down Meghan, especially Murdoch is a hateful SOB. And there is no alleged in that. He really is. Diane haters wanted the book to be called Prince Duke or some connection to royalty the girls could hate on. Well, his name is there, Prince Harry. What do they want? He's using his title. He didn't even, because y'all know, he couldn't have had on there HRH, the Duke of Sussex, which he really is. But he got them all the way around. He said, oh, I'm going to what I know for a fact, Prince Harry. Because, it would take an act, I believe, of Parliament to remove the prince. But, yeah. Anyway. Rose, Heir and the Spare. I've been hearing that about Will and Harry all my life. Love that Harry's using the label for positivity in his life now. Exactly. They wanted him. He has been through it. And it must be something. I did see a quote where Diana says she pours more love into Harry because space gets more from being the heir. He gets more from the higher ups in a sense. I'm paraphrasing, but that she wanted to overcompensate in how Harry was treated. So just saying, hey, Jaden, hello, how are you? And welcome to channel membership. YouTube gifted you. Okay, there you go. So I will be, let me throw my little music on and then well, let me finish saying this, but I want to thank everybody for coming. I am going to wind it down after I read Diane's comment. What is this? Parliament can't even keep with who the PM of the day happens to be. What? You aren't even joking with that one. So, oh, okay. Let me see, Marshar. None of us can imagine to go out our whole life to be known as a spare. Harry will tell us things we knew and enlighten us on things we didn't know. We'll see spare in a different light after his truth. And I think most of us already do see him in a different light. When he came down those steps at Invictus Games on September 20th, 2017, we saw Harry in a very different light. Now, mind you, 2016, when he told the press to shut up about who he was dating, yes, he's dating her. We knew he loved her, but when they came down those steps together, holding hands, we all saw him in a different light because we knew at that moment game had changed. Winter is coming, baby. Winter is coming, and we're all going to be there for it. All right. Benjamin, he could have used, exactly, he could have, but he didn't. And you know, because the world, woo, yeah, they having a fit over spare. You can only imagine. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. Thank you so much for everyone who joined today. Welcome again to the newer members, channel members. Again, it's a 1-month gift. I do hope that you would enjoy it, and then you decide to continue on. But that was my way of giving back to those who truly you support. So I just wanted you can have fun with all the rest. Yes. So on that note, Mrs. S, love you. Be well, be safe. Wear your mask, everybody.